people that would want to, but the few that do want to, it gives you an idea of what really goes on in this world. You know, what's out there, what is really happening. You know, and I think giving them these sources to find out, you know, would definitely help them out and get an aspect of that. But I think the problem is not many people want to do about it. They just keep it in the back of their minds and say, oh, okay, another year in the war. They just show the bad things on TV, you know, and not many people really care, I guess you could say, you know, so.
Today's September 3rd, and 2 or 3 days ago they announced the official end of combat operations. How did you feel?
Definitely a sigh of relief. I mean, it's tough on anybody there. I mean, it's definitely strenuous, especially soldiers that have done multiple tours. I mean, 15 months extension tours is not fun, and it's very long and played out, but some people have been doing 2, 3, 4 tours, and I just, you know, I know what it feels like to be there and experience that mentally and physically, and it's a sigh of relief that, you know, combat operations, quote unquote, you know, have come down a little bit and stopped, so I know that the stress that these people and soldiers don't have to really experience that much anymore, but at the same time doesn't mean that there's nothing going on there. So there is a lot of, you know, soldiers there now that'll be there for, you know, how long it's going to be, that they're going to struggle as well. So I mean, it's definitely a relief that, you know, they are making changes, and you know, theoretically, you know, we'll have casualty rates down and what have you. So it's definitely some sort of you know, feeling of relief, you know, that they're making some sort of changes.
Any regrets about your deployment, military service?
Not at all. I mean, there's no question about going at my age and getting a lot of experience at a, you know, 17, 18, 19. I got to take in a lot of things. I got to experience professionalism, you know, what it means to be somewhere when you're supposed to be somewhere. You know, going all over the world, you know, Amsterdam, Germany, Kuwait, Afghanistan, everywhere in the States. Getting to travel a lot, you know.
What singular day or series of days would you say across your deployment you're most proud of?
I mean, there was a lot of times where we, you know, we interacted with the population and we were able to give them, you know, aid and water and food, and especially the little children, is you know, giving them things, you know, even like school supplies and stuff like that. It definitely makes a difference, because if we weren't there, they wouldn't be getting any of this. You know, you're in a third world country where, you know, schooling is pretty much out of the picture in our AO, because, you know, half the town is destroyed anyway from fighting for years and years. You know, these kids, you know, they can't get to school. They can't, without going to school, you can't get education. You can't get jobs. It's a big problem. But we were able to do as much as we could to kind of help that situation out, you know, giving them little things here and there, and that, you know, that impacts you, the fact that, you know, if we weren't here, they wouldn't be seeing this part of, they know what they know in that town of, you know, Iraq or what have you.
Do you remember their faces?
Oh, it was always smiles for me. They love getting stuff from us, and anybody will tell you that.
Do you still see them?
Absolutely. You know, those faces will never leave your mind. You know, the vision of that area will never leave, you know. So there was definitely some high points as well as low points, like anything else.
What are your plans moving forward?
I'd love to get finished with the degree. You know, I'm getting it done less than 4 years. I've been kind of going all year round. I have a health and physical education certification degree. Wherever that would take me, that's going to take me. That's the major goal now, is to finish up getting my degree, and wherever that goes at that time, which I couldn't tell you, you know, we'll go from there. So just getting a degree right now is the main purpose. You know,
married, engaged?
Not married, engaged. I do have a significant other.
She's watching.
I know. She's better saying me. So we've been together, and she's been real supportive, a great individual, and you know, I love her to death. So having support, it definitely helps you out, even mentally, you know.
During the deployment, you were together?
No, I didn't meet her until afterwards, and she didn't get to experience that. You know, unfortunately, she's loved to have been there with me through it all. But
are you able to talk about it with her?
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
Sure.
There's only, you could say, unless you're talking to another
Can
veteran.
or want to do?
What's that?
It's only so much you can tell her, or only so much you want to?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, I think you want to keep a lot of things to yourself. You know, there's
What?
just more like personal things that you don't. I don't want to really. You don't want to really break down. I guess you could say. I try not to get really emotional with her. You know, she's not really gonna have an idea. I mean, when I show pictures and videos, kind of give her a brief description of what I kind of went through. There's only so much you're gonna take in unless you're a veteran like yourself. You're not gonna get a really good idea of what you experienced. So I try to stay away from the topic as much as possible unless something comes up. And she's done a lot of great things for me, since I've been back. So it's been really good.
Well, Kevin, good luck to you, and thanks very much for participating.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.